Well, good morning, Scituate. It is May 1st. I can't believe it's May, but it is. And just want to give you, first of all, I'm going to send it over to Jim Bedreau for an update, and then I'll fill you in on a few of the other meetings. So, Jim.
Thank you, Mr. Goodrich. Happy May, everybody. It's going to get nice later on, so hopefully we'll see the sun before the day's over. We'll start with our water update. The reservoir's at +1 inch. Last week we were +1.5. Tack Factory ponds +1.75. Last week we were +2. The average daily demand was 1.234 million gallons a day, and that's up from my last report of 1.097. Rainfall the last 7 days was 0.41 inches. That does not include the rain of yesterday. So that's going to go up for next week significantly. Flushing this week, Country Way from Rotary to Beaver Dam Road, Elm Street and Cudworth, Stockbridge Road and Common Street from Country Way to First Parish Road, Driftway in New Kent from the Rotary to First Parish Road and all side streets in the area. Additional information is on the town website. Today is May 1st, which means we are imposing our annual water conservation restrictions starting today. Between May 1st and September 30th, all outdoor watering must occur before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation systems may be used 1 day per week based upon the voting precinct that you live in. That information is available on the town website. This ban is imposed by the state based on the aquifer district that we're in. This is not a town-imposed ban, but again, a state-imposed ban based on usage in our aquifer district. The annual Ship Shape Day is this Saturday, May 6th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Trash bags and supplies can be picked up at the Town Hall, the Hummerock Post Office. Town Hall to 1 o'clock, Hummerock Post Office until 12:30. DPW crews will pick up the trash on Monday. This is a great event. It really goes a long way to help keep the town clean and get us ready for the spring and summer. Last year, we picked up approximately 9 tons of trash on Ship Shape Day. So if you're available, please get out and help keep Scituate clean and get us ready for the summer season. Also coming up, the annual town election is May 20th at Scituate High School Gymnasium. Poll hours are 8 to 6. May 10th is the deadline to register to vote if you're not already a registered voter in Scituate. Absentee ballots are available to vote in person at the town clerk's office starting this week. The deadline to absentee vote in person is noon on May 19th. Vote by mail applications and a sample ballot can be found on the town clerk's website. Go to the town clerk's website again, vote on click by mail, fill out the form and bring it in and you can vote by mail. The deadline to request a mail ballot is May 15th. Mail ballots must be returned to the clerk's office or town hall drop box prior to the close of the polls on May 20th at 6 p.m. They should not be brought to the polls. They should be either put in the drop box or dropped off at the town hall. The town clerk also wants to remind voters that you need to sign your absentee ballot envelope. That needs to be signed. And also when you fill out your absentee ballot, color in the ovals. Do not put checks. Do not put X's. That does slow down our tabulating of the voting. So please fill them out by filling in those ovals. Town of Scituate and the Veteran Services Department wants to extend an invitation to all Scituate residents to our annual Memorial Day Parade and ceremonies to be held on Monday, May 29th. The ceremonies begin at 8 o'clock with a flotilla underway, leaving from the Harbor Master's office and throwing a wreath to honor those lost at sea. Any questions on that, you can contact the commander at the Scituate Post 144. Participants in the parades will form up between 10 and 10:30 at the town hall. The parade will step off at 10:30 sharp, going up First Parish Road to Lawson Common. The ceremony at Lawson Common will begin at 11:15 a.m. In the event of inclement weather, the ceremony will be held in the GAR Hall at 11 a.m. There will be handicap parking at the east end of the common. Any questions, please call Don Knapp in the Veterans Service Office. The Town Hall's contract, the National Water Main, is beginning the first phase of our sewer inflow and infiltration, or I&I project. That began last week. They're inspecting pipes in the Egypt Ave and Alden areas, and then they'll be moving into Sand Hills. After the inspection process is complete, they'll return to begin the process of cleaning and lining the sewer pipes. I&I work makes repairs to our sewer pipes, removing groundwater and stormwater from the system, thereby increasing our capacity to treat sewage, reducing costs by taking flow out of the waste stream, and help preventing blockage by making repairs to the systems. If you have questions whether your house or neighbor is involved, please call the sewer department at 781-545-8736. The Scituate Senior Center will be hosting a brief introduction to suicide prevention on Tuesday, May 9th from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Participants will learn the common risk factors for suicide, how to spot the warning signs in others, and how to keep ourselves, our loved ones, and those in the community safe. This program is being sponsored by the local chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Please RSVP for that event by calling the Senior Center. The fencing is up at Central Park for the project to build a new softball field up and renovate the baseball field. You should see some work starting this week as they begin the drainage and some of the removal of the topsoil. That'll be a project that'll be completed late in the spring. It'll give us a brand new softball field and a completely renovated baseball field. So we're looking forward to that. My final update, we had talked several times, Superintendent Burkett and I, about the issues we have with the flagpole at the Scituate stadium field. The flagpole had been broken. We couldn't get the tattered flag down. We're pleased to announce that that flagpole has been fixed and Old Glory is once more flying proudly above the Scituate stadium field. And that is what I have for today.
That's great. Thank you. Just real quickly before I send it over to our superintendent, just folks at home, please, if you want, get involved in some of our local committees. And I'll give you some of the meetings that are happening this week. Tonight, the Conservation Commission is meeting in their, I think it's one of their first hybrid meetings. So either it's at 6 o'clock tonight, you can go online or come into town hall for that meeting. Tomorrow, the Cork Ireland Sister City meeting is going to be at the Senior Center at 5. Cole Parkway, the redevelopment, that's going to be Tuesday, 6 o'clock at the library. That's for the Cole Parkway redevelopment. And then Waterways will be having a meeting at the Maritime Center, and that's at 6 o'clock. That's on the 3rd, so that's going to be on Wednesday. And with that, send it over to our superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Goodrich, and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday and happy May. A couple of brief updates on the school side of things today. First, there will be a school committee meeting this evening at 6 p.m. That is in the Scituate High School library and/or hybrid. If you go online, you can get a link for that to participate remotely. Some of the highlights for the meeting are our report on student progress at the Scituate High School by the students. We also have celebrating student learning this evening with our METCO director and coordinator, who will be talking about our new anchor program, which I think folks will find very fascinating and interesting. And then I will be presenting the superintendent's State of the District report, which is an update on all things that we've accomplished throughout the year to date. So hopefully you can make that. If not, that'll be recorded and up online and on our website for all those to view. Next, I'd like to welcome a new school committee member in a special select board and school committee meeting on April 25th. Mr. Richard Hebert was appointed to the short-term position through the upcoming town election on May 20th to the open seat on the school committee. I want to congratulate Mr. Hebert as he attends his first meeting this evening. And I'd also like to thank the following community members, Dr. Sheila Kutskis, Emily Murphy, Richard Taft, and Natalie Wagner, along with the select board and school committee, as there was a lot of work and a good collaborative effort to come up with that decision and keep us on track. So thank you all. And finally, just celebrating staff. We've got an amazing number of great educators and staff members and administrators in the district. Just wanted to highlight one today. In recognition of their commitment to geographic education, 50 highly respected educators have been selected as the 15th cohort of Lindblad Expeditions and National Geographic Society Gosvenor Teaching Fellows. Gates educator Kathleen Wilson has been chosen as part of this select group. The 2023 fellows will embark on expeditions around the world, including far-flung destinations such as Antarctica, the Galapagos Islands, Australia's wild Northwest, Kimberley region, the Arctic and beyond, on board the Lindblad Expeditions, state-of-the-art expedition vessel, to enhance their geographic knowledge and hands-on field-based experiences as they will bring back to their classrooms in our communities through the professional networks. So I want to congratulate Ms. Wilson from Gates and celebrate her lifelong learning and modeling that for our kids and community, but also bringing back all those great authentic learning experience for our kids in our community. So everyone have a great week, and thank you for the opportunity.
Great. Thank you. Scituate, have a great week.